Good afternoon. Oddly enough, tonight's episode is actually not going to be here at the park. It'll be taking place a whole 20 feet behind me. You know, where all those buildings are. We're going to be interviewing people on their thoughts of Halloween. Because, it's October. Here we are at the first house. Okay, well that stinks, but at least there's 2 other houses. Guess we're crossing the street to find a house whose lights are on. You're kidding me. Perhaps we could interview someone at my house? Well, okay then. Computers don't make any sense. Why was 5 minutes ago, whenever I tried to record audio, sound like this? Headphone warning, by the way. Really? I record myself speaking and it sounds like that? You hurt my feelings, Scratch Sound Editor. Why on earth would you say that my voice sounds like... The worst part is that when I turned the plug from my headphones around, the audio went back to normal. So you're saying I have to tune my headphones like a guitar, or else I'll sound like... That seems just a bit ridiculous.
Never fear. I'm here.
Speaking of a bit ridiculous...
What are you talking about? It wasn't your headphones making that sound. It was I. Yep, I was just practicing my space energy laser.
What is a space energy laser? What even is space energy?
Sorry about that. Space energy is quite unstable. I'll stop bothering you now.
One thing I really don't like about Scratch is the choose a costume option. Unless we're talking about a costume for Halloween, but I'm not. I'm talking about the sprite thing. I don't like this library of costumes because they look way too professional. For example, what you're looking at right now was drawn by a 13-year-old boy with a mouse. This is one of the pre-made assets from the Scratch sprite library, probably drawn with a NASA computer. Notice any differences? These costumes don't even match themselves. They're all drawn in completely different art styles, so they don't even look good together. There's no consistency. Even if you aren't good at drawing, at least everything will have the same art style. Any art style looks great if there's enough consistency. So yeah, art style is pretty important. And this actually looks way better than my normal art style. I hate how much I love this. Accidental art tip. If you want to make something look really adorable, use the paintbrush tool. One thing that all children hate is school. Sure, you might enjoy a few classes, but school as a whole, that's a thumbs down from me. Which is why today we will be ranking every school class, at least, middle school classes, because that's the school that I'm in, from 0 to 10. Obviously, 0 is the worst class, and 10 is the best class. First up, we have English. Reading, writing, that kind of stuff. I think it's pretty fun. 7 out of 10. Next, science. I like science. 8 out of 10. Third, we have history. Yes, it's history, not social studies. I give 7.5. Fourth is math, and, working with numbers is pretty cool and all, but I feel like everyone would hate me if I didn't give math. 9 out of 10. Hold your horses there. I meant 9 as in German for no. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go over the classes that I don't really like that much. Art is a 2 out of 10. Sure, I do art all the time, but art class is really boring. Technology, that's a 5 out of 10. Still, yeah, I do technology all the time, but it's still pretty boring. And PE, physical education, I like running, so 8. Finally, music, that is definitely 100% the most meh class, so 6 out of 10. If you want to message me on any classes I missed, I'll just write them in the comments because I'm too lazy to do the rest of this video. The end. Sorry for the wait between episodes. Luckily, me procrastinating hasn't affected anyone, because, no one watches this. On to the actual topic. Scratch's awful search bar. Anyone who's used the search feature on Scratch knows how awful it is. If you're searching for something, you have to make sure that you're spelling it with all the right letters and all the right capitals. Even the most awful websites on the world have a better search engine than Scratch. If this is some sort of technical limitation that can't be corrected, then at least put a warning saying that you have to spell whatever you're searching for perfectly. If it can be improved, then what are you waiting for, Scratch team? Do it. This is really painful. What? Yes, I know you can just spam hashtags at the bottom of the description, but I'm not smart enough to figure out how that works. And on the topic of intelligence, a large amount of people who use Scratch are very young children who don't know how to spell correctly. And if they don't know how to spell correctly, then they can't use the search bar at all. Talk about limiting your audience. I want to keep it short though, so that's all for today, and farewell.
Never fear, I'm here. Hey, where are they? Well, I guess if no one's here, then that means that this is my show now. I can talk about whatever I want without that stupid squirrel getting in my way. Perfect. I guess the first thing I want to talk about is...
What are you doing? We've been standing 2 feet away from you the entire time. You can't even get your own annoying entrances right.
Oh wow, this is embarrassing. I'll try harder next time, I promise.
I hope there isn't a next time. This is the 3rd episode you've ruined.
Fine, I'm going home then.
And he's going the wrong way. Something I really don't like is when the intro to a project is longer than the project itself. I mean, come on guys, you're not... Obviously, everyone draws in their own way, meaning that when you get a school assignment asking you to draw in a different style, it can be quite annoying. For example, look at this piece of art. It looks like it's moving, right? It also looks like whoever drew this has an outstanding knowledge of line, space, and color. Drawing something like this takes a lot of math and special tools. I wonder what happens if you have someone like me draw something like that for a graded school assignment. Do I even need to say anything? The original piece hurt your eyes in a wow, that's so amazing kind of way. My recreation hurts your eyes in a I'm so offended by this piece of garbage way. A toddler painting with their feet could draw something more impressive than this piece of garbage. I'm very sorry that you had to witness that. But that's all I have for today, so farewell. It probably wasn't a good idea to go up here. I need someone to get me out of this tree.
I can help you. It would be the first superhero thing I've done all day. Hey, wait a minute. If you're a squirrel, then how did you get stuck in a tree? You aren't very good at being a squirrel.
And you are not very good at being a superhero.
Fair enough. I'm going to get you down now.
Amazing. All you have to do is fly up here and... Wait, what are you doing? Hey, stop. That's not a very good idea.
This is the best idea I've come up with all week. I'm a genius.
Happy Thanksgiving. But make sure to stay safe because of, Speaking of safe, I think that Scratch is a pretty safe website for children. Except when it's not, which is today's topic. Some people have been making inappropriate projects just to get themselves banned, but they aren't trying to get themselves banned. They're impersonating this guy and then posting inappropriate projects to try to get him banned. Which is not only a very mean thing to do, but also, the impersonator's profile didn't look anything like the one that they were trying to get banned, so what were you even thinking? Just stop. Luckily, the fraud was caught and the project was taken down. This project was going to be about Thanksgiving stuff, but I felt that this was a bit more important. And one last thing, to anyone who has done this before or is thinking of doing it, please don't. It's not nice. It's not practical. It won't even work. It's just annoying. So don't do it. Thank you.